Hi, this is Julie from Geek Mom Media. Today I'm going to start the first of a series of 10-minute mentoring on social media calls, and they are going to be just 10 to 12 minutes, so if you're looking for something with exhaustive information, this isn't going to be what you're looking for, so you can just tune out now and go back to your search engine and look for some other things. There's plenty of them out there. This is going to be just kind of a high overview of the basics if you're just getting started. So I'm going to do Facebook today and the benefits of pages versus profiles. Some of the benefits include increased exposure for your customers and your leads. You'd be able to reach targeted audiences through ads and promoted posts. On pages you get Facebook Insights, which is their analytics. You can see how many likes, what your reach was per post, the engagement, and just general performance. Pages are also indexed by search engines, which is a nice feature. Page Watch is another thing that's available on Facebook pages, and it's the ability to set up another Facebook page, maybe a competitor, maybe a sister company, maybe a sister profile page that you want to see how they're doing in comparison to what you're doing. You can set those up and keep tabs on them. On pages, you can also set up individual tabs on the page, which can have things like contests and offers, maybe a form for your newsletter for people to sign up for your newsletter, things like that. You also have the ability to set up admin roles for anyone that might be helping you. So if you have, for example, a teenager at home that helps you with your business occasionally and gets on and does some of the social media stuff for you, you can set up an admin role where they have limited access to be able to do that for you. You're also able to schedule posts, which is a nice feature to be able to schedule something further out ahead of where you're at. Either a day or two or even a few hours, whatever you are in need of. There's also a lot of third-party apps and tools available for Facebook pages that will give you additional analytics and help you run promotions. The posts and things that you put on your Facebook page show up in whoever has liked your page. It shows up in their news feed, so you've got free marketing going into news feeds. You can make comments as your brand rather than as a personal individual from your personal profile. One of the other things with personal profiles is they are limited to 5,000 friends. There is no limit on pages. Many people have privacy concerns with Facebook, and rightfully so. I mean, on your personal page, you may be posting pictures of your children, of family events that you share with other family members and friends, and that type of personal information would be going out to anybody that you're friends with. So you don't have that privacy issue with pages. And then lastly, in terms of the benefits, would be just using a page, you avoid the potential issues of Facebook shutting your page down, because that's why they have pages, because people want to be able to like something, and people that are friends may not always want to see all your business stuff. So keep that in mind, because occasionally people that are friends, I mean, you may have friends that aren't, I mean, obviously all of your friends aren't real close friends, so some of them may complain that they don't like seeing the business stuff on a personal page. Some suggestions and cautions with page types. When you're setting up your Facebook page, there are 6 different types of pages you can set up. You can set up, and the 2 types that normally you would set up for a business would be a local business or a place, which typically is a brick-and-mortar type store, and online, but primarily brick-and-mortar. And then a company, organization, or a brand, which is better suited for the online type store. There's more options, more categories of how you can categorize what your store type is if you use that option. Some people do choose to set up a community. That's your choice as well, but I think the company, organization, or brand are the better choices for an online type store. Just a caution on when you get ready to set up your page, make sure you do some research before you go in and set things up. You're going to want to look at things like, do you already have your URL, and is whatever the name you're going to set up for social media go with or match your URL for your business. You want to make sure to look at all the different social media type platforms that you're thinking of using, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, or any of the other multitudes of social media outlets out there, that you can get that same name across the board, because there's nothing more confusing for your customers than to have multiple names if they're wanting to try to follow you on a specific platform that they use. So spend a little bit of time, do a little bit of research, and keep in mind that on Facebook, for sure, they have limitations. I'm sure some of the other ones do as well. But Facebook's limitations, they limit you to changing your URL because you can set up a custom URL on Facebook as well for your page. But they limit it to be changed only once. And if you get to, or once you get to 200 plus users, then they will no longer allow you to change the name of your page. So you're going to want to make sure you think through that good before you get everything set up and start getting to that point where you have that many users. Another thing with your username or your IDs on social media is make sure that you check your company. If you're related in any way to a network marketing company, an MLM, any of those type of companies, they generally have some kind of compliance naming standards in your bylaws or in your compliance information. So just double check that you're within those as well. And then complete your profile. At minimum, make sure you have a short description, your contact information, and then it's always best to complete the whole thing by including a long description, and make sure you include links to all of your other social media as well as your website so that people know how to get a hold of you. And then just be social. That's what it's all about. Social media is being social. Post multiple types of information, post some quotes, post some comics, some funny videos, post your product promotions that you have, maybe monthly product promotions or specials. And then if you do any other type of posts, maybe from a blog or something of that nature where you're doing something on some other type of blog post that would go, just keep it there so you have a variety of things that you're posting. Nobody wants to just look at a Facebook page that has nothing but advertisement on it. So just keep that in mind. And if all else fails, everybody loves comedy. Just make sure that what you think is funny, not everybody's going to think is funny. So try and stay away from politics and religion, because those are probably the two biggest ones that you might think it's cute and funny, but you might offend one of your customers, and you don't want to do that. So post cute kitty pictures and puppy pictures and videos, that sort of thing. Headers and logos. For Facebook, your picture, your little logo picture, it displays as 160 by 160 pixels. It's actually 180 by 180, but it sizes down to 160. So just make sure that whatever picture you're using will size down okay to that and be readable and look okay at that size. A page header is 851 by 315, and an event header, if you choose to do an event, which is something Facebook pages have, is 784 by 295. The timeline images, a square image is recommended to be 504 by 504. A rectangular image with any of your posts, recommended size is 470 by 246. And the image size recommended for promotions and offers is 1200 by 628 pixels. And again, this is meant to just be kind of a primer. And so if you're interested in further details on image sizes and that sort of thing, on Facebook, search for pages, sizes, dimensions, and there is a page that has everything that you'd ever want to know about how to size an image and how it's going to show up in different people's phones and different media across the board. So thank you for joining. This has been the 10-Minute Mentoring on Social Media for Facebook. Bye-bye.